Sheldon Primus.
Welcome to the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus, where we blend safety smarts with business brilliance and a pinch of Sheldon's signature wit. Whether you're a safety pro, a fresh-faced consultant, or just safety curious, get ready for a show that'll educate, entertain, and elevate your safety game. Let's dive into the art of consulting with your safety Sherpa himself, Sheldon Primus.
This episode is powered by Safety FM.
Well, hello, gang. Hello. Yes, we got another week of the Safety Consultant Podcast with me, your host, Sheldon Primus. I'm the guy who just teaches you the business of being a safety consultant. We talk about EH&S, environmental health and safety. Welcome for those of you that this is your first time. That is awesome. I appreciate you joining me. And I honestly just love hearing about your story. So if you want to, send me a nice email at sheldon@sheldonprimus.com. All right, sheldon@sheldonprimus.com. Everybody, if you want to get a hold of me, that's the best way to do it. Get to hear a little bit about you. So thanks so much, everybody, for joining. And today I got a quick episode. You're going to hear a little background noise. I've got my windows open. It's a nice day. Back in the States, as you guys know, I'm in Florida. And it's getting a little warm, so it's about time to hightail it from Florida. But right now I'm here. So you're gonna hear like some birds and all the fun stuff, right? All right. That was aggressive. Okay, so what I've got for you today is I'm going to talk to you about leveraging AI to do a bio and a resume. So us as consultants and those of you that are looking for a job, international, domestic, and I'm domestic to the U.S. obviously, you could do this. If you have an existing document with your bio or your resume, start with that. So pull that up if you have it, not when you're driving, obviously. You're listening to this episode first. And then after you listen to this episode, you're going to replay it when you're able to sit down and get on the computer, right? Because we all know the rules for the game. Well, actually, if you're brand new, you don't know the rules. The rules are you listen to the podcast while you're driving, but you don't do any of the activities until you get home, all right? That is the connection. That's the deal I've got with you guys. So first, if you don't actually have a resume, what you can do is open up one of your favorite AI services. Just be ready with a few things. You want to be ready with some dates of places you've worked with, dates and the names of the company. So somehow do that. I would suggest you do that by typing it into a Word document. So as best as you can, type that in. If you want to use bullets or whatever, just type down the actual names and dates that you're going to end up using, or the companies that you worked with. So do that. And then the very next thing you want to do is you want to look up, and if you could find a safety job by Indeed or one of the job services, pull one of those up just in case. Anyone, doesn't matter. Look for the position that you're going to end up going for. If you're a consultant, you can actually find that even on LinkedIn. Pull one of those up just so you can have a reference point. And what you're really looking for that is going to be the requirements for the job, and then also some of the activities you're going to be doing for the job. If you have a previous job description, that's awesome. That's going to be information that you're going to need. So now you're just going to gather all that stuff ready. You're going to, if it's already in PDFs, then just keep it in PDF because we'll just upload that to the AI service. But if you have to type it out for the first time, then you want to get all of that on one document. So I suggest that you get that on a Word document. You could get that on something else. But what you're looking for is you want to be ready for when the AI, you're going to feed your AI some information a little bit at a time. Also, another thing that you want to get handy is your credentials. So if you have any professional credentials, any kind of accomplishments you've done, like SME work and consulting work. Break down the details as much as you can on this new document that you're writing. If you have letters of recommendation, get those letters of recommendation ready as well, because we could upload those and use those as well. I started thinking of this because some of you that know, I'm a subject matter expert. I write a lot of courses that people take online. I'm a ghostwriter, so you guys don't know you're taking my class. But let's say you've taken any class online with any of the big 9, or at least a few of the big 9 from OSHA that OSHA allows to take online OSHA 10 and 30-hour classes. A lot of those companies are my clients, so I either write the courses or review them. So that I put that information, I have it available, certificates available, all in PDF, ready to go. So this is what you're going to end up doing with that information. You're going to feed that into your AI so that you could now train your AI service. And I'm using ChatGPT, but some other AI services exist. There's a bunch of them now. And for me, I actually needed to update my bio. So I started with an existing bio. I started a prompt, and the prompt said, help me update my bio to showcase my work as a SME in EHS. And I wanted to see if it understood that. SME stands for Subject Matter Expert. EHS is Environmental Health and Safety. We will work this step by step, but here are the documents that I'm going to use. So I actually put that as my prompt, and that's my exact prompt that I use. I read it for you guys, and then I proceeded to upload my previous bio, my resume that I had on file, and then some recommendation letters, and then just hit enter. So at that point, it says, good. You've got a solid portfolio of proposals and recommendations letter that back up your credibility as a seasoned subject matter expert in EHS. Let's start building your updated bio step by step using this process. So then it actually gave me a literal step by step process. So that prompt that I gave you, you guys should use that. So it's going to walk you through it. So let's say you're doing this for the first time and you say, I am creating my bio, or I'm creating my resume. Do that. However, if you're creating it and you know specifically the type of job you're going for, you want to put that in too. Be as specific as you can. I want to create a resume for subject matter expert work. I want to create a resume to get this job on this service. And bonus points that will really help you is if you could literally take that job listing, copy that job listing, all of it, and then paste that into your chat service. So say I'm looking, and this is going to be a variation of the prompt you want to give it. I'm going to apply for this job. I'm going to apply for this job. Please help me design a resume specific to this job. Please help me design a bio specific to this job. Paste it in, and then boom, hit your enter, see what happens. And then it's going to give you some stuff. So here's the structure that it gave me for my bio. You're going to, with your step-by-step, you're going to truly ask it to, I like to ask to see the results, and then later on I ask for a PDF or a Word, because you could actually have it come back to you as a Word. So here's the structure that it has for me to update my SME bio. It started with an opening summary, then professional credentials. The next step was SME consulting work, then instructional roles, speaking and writing engagements, leadership and community involvement, and then unique differentiator. So those are the things that my AI service had me put in there so that we could at least see what the steps are going to be. So this is a give and take, right? So they give you a sample, they let you see what it comes up with, and you have to make sure that you keep your AI honest. So you tell them, this doesn't go here or something similar, and you could always download it on the Word document that I told you about, and then do this on the Word document as well. Update the Word document and then re-upload it to the AI service. You could do that as well, but I like to do it on the fly with the AI service. So then it asked me if I wanted to be more casual or corporate or more technical. So I actually have the ability, or you will have the ability, to structure the wording and everything else, the look, the feel, if you would, to match one of those categories: casual, corporate, and technical. Your AI service may give you another option or not, but just put that in the back of your mind that you may want to already prompt it to tell you, or tell the AI service that you want a technical bio or a corporate resume, and then that's going to also shape its structure. Ask it to show you what these stages will be, and once it shows you that as far as the steps, then you now will see what kind of documentation you need to gather. So just in case you forgot anything, as it's listing out the steps, you should do that. So the next thing I did is I added some certifications, my ISO training certification, ISO 45001. I'm also a lead implementer for ISO 45001, so I put that in there, put a couple other certs, and certs and certificates. And then it basically spit out, my master's degree, my bachelor's degree. It pulled off of my resume, and then the certificates and everything else. It just pulled right off my resume, and it put down in the professional credentialing portion, and it laid it out so I could see it all. Everything looked pretty good. And then it asked me if there's anything else that I wanted to add, if I want to put in any military training and anything else. I wouldn't have thought of that. I don't have any, but I'm glad it suggested it. So if you did a prompt and things came back and you aren't sure if you're forgetting anything, it's okay to ask your AI, what kind of experience or what kind of services should I also include in this resume? Give me an idea of what I should put in, or help me not forget. And again, this is me talking to AI. Help me not forget to include something important. What do you suggest? And see what it pops out there. So don't be afraid to talk back and forth, just as if you're talking to someone who is a consultant for you, because that's honestly what you're doing now. You're getting someone who's a consultant, but it just happens to be an AI someone. So then the next stage, of course, I'm going to follow the steps. They told me about SME and consulting experience. I gave them that, and it popped that up. And it just honestly started working out really good when you spoon feed things one at a time. If you said, like upload your bio and your resume, and you said, update this, and it would do it. However, it may be so far off, or it may be in such a way that when it comes back, it's not going to be what you want, and then you're going to have to edit a lot. So instead of physically editing all the stuff that the AI gives you, do the editing as a conversation. And then the final product's going to be so much closer to what you want to do that now it becomes very easy for you to put that together. So I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from AgriSafe, our sponsor, AgriSphere, excuse me. And when we come back, I literally was looking at that. And then when we come back, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know just how it finished up, how I feel about it, and I'll give you some more tips regarding making sure that you use AI to leverage such things as updating your bio and updating your resume. So we will be right back.
We'll be back with more of Sheldon Primus and the Safety Consultant Show in just a moment. Safety isn't just about compliance. It's about creating a smarter, more resilient business. At Agrisphere, we blend expert consulting with cutting-edge technology to help you build a proactive safety culture. Whether it's ISO 45001, OSHA BPP, or customized training, our solutions keep your team safe and your operations efficient. Ready to transform your approach to safety? Visit agrisphere.com today. Smart safety, smarter business. Agrisphere.com. We now return to the Safety Consultant Show. Once again, here's Sheldon Primus.
All right, gang, I am back. So now, some of the things that you're going to want to highlight, and you want to make sure you have available, you know the wording. You want to highlight what you did in your previous jobs. So if you don't have your last job descriptions, then another thing you might look for is the Singapore Accord of 2017 by INSHPO, INSHPO. That international organization has an actual specific wording on safety positions. You could have a professional position or a practitioner position, and there's different levels at each. So what you're going to be looking for is the Singapore Accord, and INSHPO is the name of the organization, or at least the acronym. And what you're going to use that for, though, is let's say you don't have the technical wording or anything else that you could use for what the job description is for your company and what you actually did while you're there. So use that guidance, that document, and then design what you did with your job. And then when I say design, I just mean that you're going to pick some of the wording and everything else, the duties that position would do, and you're going to put that into, cut and paste that basically into your resume page that the AI is going to give you, and then that's going to help you with that. And literally the AI will start creating, you did this job from this time to this time, your position was this, and these were your functions. Make sure you check it to keep it honest, that those are truly the things that you did, and that's going to also be able to be backed up with some sort of fact. So usually that's going to look like a recommendation letter, or it's going to just be something where you could talk to the previous boss and say, hey, what was my position when I was there, or what was the job description? Can you send that to me? Sometimes they'll do that. It's up to you. Depends on how you have that relationship with the previous employer. If you had left scorched earth, then forget that. You don't want to go back. All right. The other thing that you want to do, though, is have the AI help you create some letter. And I would tell you do two things. One is going to be an introduction letter and using your resume. And this will really help if you know the job you're going for. So you could actually put, again, the whatever company it is, you want to grab that job application, or not application, a job posting, and copy all of the relative things from that job posting, put it into your AI. It now knows specifically the job you're trying to get, and then it could tailor your resume and bio to that. And now you need a cover letter to go with it. So ask it to create a cover letter that's going to match your experience and even enhance or highlight the things that are very important to this job. So now when you're going to send out your resume and also your application, you also will be able to do a cover letter. So think of that ahead of time. And once you get that cover letter out, then truly that's going to get you started. I would also add, you could ask for an email. So you could literally do an email template that says "Dear blank," and then you just change the name to all the different locations you're about to apply for, or the bio. If you're going to send your bio to a company that you're trying to do business with, then honestly, you could use this to have the right wording, and you have to structure to your AI. Do you want it casual? Do you want it formal? Do you want it where it's, slightly where you're semi-formal, where basically they might end up using terminology a little bit different? So, meaning you might have something less formal and be more jovial or something similar. So that's what you're going to hope for. Academic might be another one of the tones you want to use, but that's what you're going to be looking for. And don't forget, you always want to ask at the end, am I forgetting anything? Or what do you suggest I add to make me be a better appealing candidate to this employer? Or what else can I add to make this proposal even better? And let AI help you with that one too. Some of you might also, if you can, get a profile of the industry, get a profile of the company by asking AI, hey, tell me a little bit about this industry, tell me a little bit about this company, and put that in there. And if you want to have a specific resume, you might also want to ask AI to help you accentuate the items in your resume that are going to be appealing to this new boss, appealing to this new client. And honestly, it's going to help you. You'll get your work done faster, and it's going to help you not have writer's block. That's what you want to prevent. You don't want to get writer's block. You want to be able to get this nice and quick, have it be accurate, and then get it out so you could get your proposal, get it out so you could get that job, right? That's what we're looking for. We want the job, because that's all going to break into cold, hard cash. So there we go. Hopefully that's going to help you guys out a little. I want to make sure that I just give you guys a little bit on leveraging AI. It is not going away. We've got to learn how to use it, embrace it as best as we can. I gave you guys some other tips with AI earlier, but I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep making a concerted effort to add some AI in our conversation as we go along. There we go. 5th season goals right there. 5th season. I can't believe that. That's amazing. So, go get them.
That's a wrap for today's safety show. Remember, safety isn't just about hard hats and caution signs. It's about business smarts too. Thanks for joining us on the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus. Until next time, stay safe, stay savvy, and keep consulting like a boss. Go get 'em. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast or broadcast are those of the host and its guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within the past hour, only examples. It should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the positions of the company. No part of this podcast or broadcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast or broadcast, Sheldon Primus.
This episode has been powered by Safety FM.
Safety isn't just about compliance. It's about creating a smarter, more resilient business. At AgriSphere, we blend expert consulting with cutting-edge technology to help you build a proactive safety culture. Whether it's ISO 45001, OSHA BPP, or customized training, our solutions keep your team safe and your operations efficient. Ready to transform your approach to safety? Visit agrisphere.com today. Smart safety, smarter business. agrisphere.com.